Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for being here once again. Today we have a very exciting video, and what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing a full face of makeup using products that I forgot that I owned. And I was watching a few videos of people's makeup collections and stuff like that, and I kept thinking like, oh, I have that. Oh, I have that. And I haven't used it in so long. So I thought it would be a good idea to do this full face of makeup I forgot that I owned, so I can put some of these products to use. And maybe if you guys do have these products and you haven't used them in a long time, you can get inspired to pull them out of your collection and use them. So we're just gonna jump into the video. Hey guys, so to start off this video, I have my eyebrows done already, and there's two products that I'm going to mention right now at the beginning of the video, because my eyebrows and my primer, I tend to stay consistent with the ones that I use, and I reach for the same ones all the time, which is why I only have those products and I don't have a larger selection. So the two products is this Milani Prime Protect right here. I have mentioned this before in other videos. This is the tried and true. This is one of two primers that I own because it just works for me, and it's a drugstore option. So it's the only one that I really purchase. And then for my eyebrows, I use this e.l.f. brow pencil, and I believe it's in dark brown. And this is very inexpensive and it does the job for me, so I don't usually purchase any other ones, but I have tried other ones before, such as the NYX eyebrow pencil and the L'Oreal brow stylist. Those are two very good options. So if you guys are looking for a drugstore eyebrow pencil, I would recommend this one, and I would recommend this primer right here. It does a wonderful job, especially with my dry skin. So with these two products out of the way, we are going to talk about the next product, which is one that I totally forgot I had in my collection, and I'm actually very excited to be using it again, and it is the Tarte in Bloom palette. Unfortunately, with this palette, I have gotten very little use out of it, and you guys will see that here in just a second. Beautiful packaging, by the way, which is part of the reason why I even wanted this palette at the very beginning. But let's see how I can show you guys without blinding you. But as you can see right there, just they haven't been used, so it's going to be very interesting to try to create an eye look with this. So we're just going to see what we're going to do. So the first shade I'm going to use is going to be the shade in here called Flower Child, and I'm just going to put that all over my crease. Okay, you guys, so I have that color Flower Child all over my crease, and I ended up laying it down all over my eyelid. So next, I'm going to go in with the shade Rebel right over here. And I am going to deepen up the crease with that shade. Okay guys, I gotta say that I forgot how well Tarte eyeshadows perform. This is the only palette I own by Tarte, and so far I am impressed. Even though I had used this palette before, I forgot that it performs so well. So I'm actually very excited that I took this out and I am using it again. So next, we're going to do this shade called Leader, which is going to be the shade in the very corner right there. And I'm just going to deepen up my crease even more. That shadow is like a reddish brown color, and it's very pretty. So we're just gonna put that in here. Okay, so now I have all those colors in my crease and on the outer corners right over here. So we're just going to be using a lid shade, but before we do that, I'm going to use the little throwback concealer that I haven't pulled out in a long time. And this is the Infallible Pro Glow by L'Oreal, and it looks like this in this packaging. And I'm just going to dab that a little bit all over my eyelid just so the shimmer shade that I use does pop out a little more. So I'm just gonna put that right here kind of in the middle, and then I'm gonna use my finger to kind of spread it all out all over my eyelid. Now that I am done with that, I'm going to be going in with the shade Funny Girl right here in the corner. And I'm just going to put that all over my eyelid and see how it looks if it has, you know, some pigment. Okay guys, so far so good. I am very impressed. I did lay down the shimmer shade and I do think that it applied very well. It isn't the most blinding shimmer shade, but it does work very well and I am very happy with the look that I have created. So that's going to be it right now for the palette. Later on we will go under the eyes right here and put a little bit of shadow, but right now we're going to move on to foundation. So the foundation that I have that I forgot that I owned was the Neutrogena Skin Clearing Oil-Free Makeup Micro Clear Blemish Treatment. Long name, but it looks like this. And I actually forgot that I purchased this until I saw it in my collection and I was like, oh, I don't think I've used this very many times, if any. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to put some on my finger because it does not have, unfortunately, doesn't have a pump. So I'm just going to put some on my finger and I'm going to dab it all over my face, and then I'm going to use a sponge to blend it in. Okay guys, so now I have blended that foundation into my skin and I'm going to be jumping in with the same concealer that we used earlier, the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, and I'm going to put that on my under eyes and a little bit over my blemish that I have, and we're going to blend that in as well with the same sponge. Okay guys, so now I have blended in that concealer, and I learned one thing today trying to do this video is that I need to invest in some hair clips so I can hold my hair back and it's not in my way when I'm doing a makeup video for you guys, so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. But moving on to the next product, it is going to be under eye powder, and we're going to contour. And the product that I have for that is the Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D. When I first got it, I feel like I was using it a lot, and then I just totally forgot about it, and it's just sat in my drawer. And now we're going to use it today and see how it performs because I actually forgot. So for my under eyes, I'm going to use this shade right here, which is the middle kind of yellow banana shade. And I'm just going to take a brush and I'm going to set my under eyes. I'm not going to bake or do anything crazy. I'm just going to run it through my under eyes and blend it in. Oh, I hope you guys don't see all that powder running around right now. But I'm just going to run it through like that. Make sure that there's no residue. And we're going to move on to contouring our face. Okay. So the shade I'm going to use, and the shade I've always used really from this palette, is this middle one right here. I'm not exactly sure. I believe it's called Shadow Play. That is the shade that we're going to use, and we're just going to grab a brush and we're going to put that on our cheeks right there. Now that I am done laying down that contour, I'm going to just take my little sponge and I'm going to grab that same yellow shade and just kind of cut the contour right here. I'm not going to leave it baking or anything like that. I'm just kind of going to clean it up. Also, one comment that I have after using this palette right here is that I forgot how pigmented the contour shades are, and it kind of caught me by surprise. I was like, I might have put a little too much and had to do the extra work to blend it in. But we're just gonna use this sponge and I'm just kind of gonna dip it in like this into the shade, and I'm going to clean up. Just like that. And this I'm not going to leave for very long. Like I said, it's not necessarily baking. I just want to kind of clean that up right there. And I'm just going to try to find a clean brush. Okay, so I'm just going to grab a clean brush and just brush it off. Now that I am done with that, we're going to move on to highlighter. I do not have a blush. I actually very rarely wear blush. That's a fun fact. The highlighter that I have is not the one that I intended to show. I did have another one, and the reason I didn't want to show the one that I'm about to show is because I'm not sure if it's still sold, and I don't like to show you guys things that you can't buy, but this is going to be the one exception because I did misplace the other highlighter that I intended to show you guys today. So the highlighter that I have is Santorini by Kylie Cosmetics. This was like from her summer vacation, summer palette, excuse me, you guys, I can't speak. It was like the summer collection a couple summers ago. And I purchased this and I probably used it twice, if that. So I'm going to be using this today, and this is very pigmented from what I remember. So you got to be very careful. So what I'm going to do is just take what's left over in the lid, and I'm going to grab this brush and just kind of dip it in there and tap off the excess and then put it on my cheeks and hope I don't overdo it. All I gotta say, you guys, is that I love this highlighter. I mean, it's so bright, it's so beautiful, but it's very easy to go overboard, and it is something that I don't know if still available, so that is very unfortunate. But I think she does have loose highlighters, and I mean, this will last you forever. and they are very pigmented. So if you guys are interested, her loose highlighters work very good. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys is eyeliner, and the eyeliner I have is the Master Precise Curvy by Maybelline, and it's this little odd shape like this. And this eyeliner, I do remember the reason that I don't use it that much, and that's because the tip is like this. And it is very interesting to use because if you kind of flip it the wrong way while you're trying to do your winged eyeliner, it could go very, very bad, I guess you could say. Trying to find the right words to describe it, but it could go from thin to thick, and it's very scary to use this. So with that being said, I'm going to do this off camera, but this is going to be the eyeliner that I'm going to be using, and I'll be right back. Guys, so I feel like this eyeliner was one of those that the look of it intimidated me. And once I actually, you know, put my mind to it and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make this work, it actually looks very, very nice, and it was not difficult at all. So I feel like maybe I put this in the back of my drawer because it just looks so intimidating, and it can go bad if you are not, how do I say, careful with it. But I am very happy with how the eyeliner turned out, so I will be using this some more. So now, you guys, moving on, we're going to work on the under eye before putting on mascara. So we're just going to go back into this Tarte lip palette right over here, and I'm going to take the shade Rebel, which is one of the shadows that we put in the crease, and I'm just going to run that on my under eyes, and we're gonna blend that out and then put on some mascara. I bet you guys just enjoy those ugly faces I make when I'm working on my under eyes, but the mascara that we're going to be using is the Maybelline Total Temptation. I totally forgot. Well, that's the case for every single product in this video, but this is one of those that I genuinely did forget that I owned until I saw it. And it looks like this. And let's see what the wand looks like. It's a big kind of chunky wand, and it looks like that. And I think I remember really enjoying this mascara. I just haven't used it in a while. So I want to say, now that I am done applying this Total Temptation mascara, that I'm not as impressed as I remember being once upon a time. And I think that is because obviously when you're introduced to new products, you find better things. And I did show you guys one in a full face of Marshalls in Ross makeup. I showed you guys the Laura Mercier mascara that I purchased, and that one has been one that I'm so happy about, and it really does things for my lashes because I do have very short and thin lashes, so I need a mascara that's going to give it length and also volume. So I do like it, but I feel like it's not one that would necessarily be my favorite right now. I think it is one that maybe I will try with another mascara and see if that will give my lashes a good effect. So I do not use false lashes, and it's because I don't know how to put them on, unfortunately. That's kind of embarrassing to say. I have difficulty using lashes, but I do want to ask you guys that if you guys have any recommendations, to please leave it down below, and I will take those into consideration. If you guys know any lashes that are easy to work with, especially for someone who is not very good at it like myself. So the last thing we have to talk about are lip products, and I'm very excited about these. I have 3 lip products. I'm going to choose right now and see which one I want to use because I was just very happy to realize that I had these in my collection and I hadn't used them in a long time. So there are these three right here. This is a Kylie Cosmetics, and this is Wet n Wild, and this is Milani. So I'm just going to kind of see which one kind of goes with the look the most and put that one to use. I think I'm leaning towards either the Kylie Cosmetics or the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit. I'm going to swatch them for you guys just so you guys can see what these look like if you guys don't have them. This one right here, this Wet n Wild one, is in the shade Rebel Rose, and it looks like that. It's a nice kind of mauve nude shade. And then this one from Kylie Cosmetics is in the shade Ginger. Oh, I really love this color. I forgot what it looked like, and that's this color right here. So I think just based on the makeup look that we have right now, I think the shade that's going to go the best is going to be this Kylie Cosmetics Ginger. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that on my lips. Alright guys, so now we have completed our full face of makeup using products that I forgot that I owned. I hope this inspired you guys to look through your makeup collection and see what products you have that maybe you haven't used in a long time, and you can give them a little bit of love. This did turn out to be a very beautiful look, and I am actually very impressed with how these products all came together, and I am very much looking forward to giving them a little bit more love. I apologize, you guys. I have been stuttering this whole video. I've been struggling today, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe down below if you haven't, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.